It's Anthony the ant. But this is a very special type of ant. Who can tell me what type of ant it is? Okay, yes? A green ant. Alright? Now green ants, we all know that they bite very sore. We know they spray stuff on us we don't really like. But green ants also are important, just like mosquitoes. They're all here for a reason. They were created for a reason. Okay? Alright, he spotted this. Who can tell me what is this growing here on a dead tree? What is this called? Okay, yes? No, it is not a flower. It's nearly a flower, but it's something else. Yes? Alright, it's actually also a mushroom, but it's a very specific type of mushroom. This is called a bracket fungus. And what they do is, when this tree falls down, it starts growing on old dead trees, and they start breaking it down so that it becomes something like that. So this guy here breaks this thing down, has it rot, and it becomes that. So now this is very good soil, and all the trees like growing this. So this guy helps break it down. This is called bracket fungus. And you find wonderful different colors: yellow, orange, white, maybe, I'm not sure about blue. Right. Yes? It is a bird. Okay? Betsy the bird. Now this is a special type of bird, and you actually get them quite a lot at school. What color is its face?
Blue.
Blue. It's a blue-faced honey eater. Okay? So this is a bird that you find around as well. And when its babies grow up, its babies need insects. Okay? But this guy also likes to eat a lot of saps from flowers. It enjoys a lot. You find a lot of them around. Now if you ever look at this thing here, look, it's long and thin. What animal do you know is long and thin? Yes?
A snake.
A snake. Right, who can tell me what type of snake this is? What type of snake is this? Okay, the boy there from Young? Yes?
Rattlesnake?
No, rattlesnakes you only find in America. Okay, yeah?
Tiger snake?
No, tiger snake neither. All the pet shop specialities. Let's get native. Yes?
She snake.
Can you read it? Can one of the kids read what that says?
What stands there?
What does that say?
A python. Okay?
Knew they
So
could
we
read
get
that.
carpet pythons in Mackay. Sometimes if you look very carefully in the road, you see somebody's actually driven over one. Okay? So if you see a python in the road, tell your mommy or daddy, drive slower and stop if you need to. But pythons are very important as well. Okay? Who doesn't know what a rat is? You don't know what a rat is? Do you know a rat?
Yes.
Who likes rats in their house? Who likes to see rats on their kitchen sink? Oh, well, I think with parents, everyone likes it. Who likes rat poo in their house? Right. This guy will make sure the rats aren't there. The rats and the mice. Okay? So this guy goes and catches them and then squeezes them until they have no more air in it, and then swallows it whole. Okay? So this is a predator. It eats other animals. Okay? So this is a carpet python. Also that it gets rid of the rats and the mice. It'll eat birds as well. And some of them will go for bigger stuff, even like kangaroo. Okay? But the python has no poison. It's got no poison. Only with catches you with your teeth, coils around you, squeezes one, and then swallows you in whole. Bird, which is the blue-faced honey eater. We had Anthony the ant, but you are now very clever and you're going to tell me it's not just a normal ant, sir. This is a green ant. Then we saw a mosquito, Molly the mosquito, okay? And then the exciting predator, the sneaky slide one, Paula the python. Okay? Paula the python. But there's at the senior campus, at King's campus, there are animals in the mangrove. Who can tell me what animals those are? Yes? Bats. Okay? Barry the bat. Now Barry the bat has an important function as well. Barry the bat flies around and he looks for stuff like this. Okay? Because inside where my fingers are is beautiful, nice, sweet stuff. And we eat sweet stuff all the time, and guess what? The bat does sweet stuff as well. But what he does is he puts his heads in there and he looks for the stuff, and then on the tip there's a lot of yellow stuff called pollen. So he puts his head in there and he's like looking for the food. He comes out and his head is all yellow. And then he flies off to another plant and he puts his head in there as well. And now the plant has become fertilized. Now it can make seeds. Now right here is a plant right here. There's one right here. Now I don't want you guys usually picking stuff, but this is a flower, okay? And once a flower becomes pollinated because of a bat or a mosquito or a butterfly or something else, that flower becomes this. This is actually a gooseberry, okay? This is something you can eat. So this became this. But if this isn't there anymore, it's called a pollinator as well. Your butterflies, your bees, your bats are pollinators. They make this guy become this guy. Alright? We need food, and to have food to eat, we need flowers. And the flowers need to be fertilized. Okay? So Barry the bat has an important process as well. But once this makes a fruit, it's got seeds inside. You've seen a peach and an apple's got seeds. But if that seed falls here underneath a very big tree, it can't grow. So this seed needs to get somewhere else. So Barry the bat comes and says, you know what, I'm going to help out this tree again. And he eats the fruit. And then those seeds are inside his stomach. And he flies around and he goes and poo-poo somewhere else. And that seed falls down and it grows in another area. Okay? So first he pollinated the flower and then he took the fruit somewhere else to go and grow. Okay? Like laying their eggs inside. You see that big thing with leaves around it?
Yeah.
They lay their eggs in there, but whose nest is that? Who makes that nest up there? Ants make it. Okay? These guys, I showed you before, make up that big one up there. But then this guy goes and lays its eggs in there. That doesn't make sense because this guy is going to eat those eggs, especially when they hatch up to be smaller worms. But this guy's very clever. There's something else he wants. He knows that this one's babies like giving off milk. So when they become caterpillars, like worms, they give off milk. And this guy would rather want to eat the milk than the actual caterpillar. So they look after it and they show where it can go to eat. Now you'll see actually there's like 3 nests right next to each other. So this is quite a big green ant colony. But your butterfly not only pollinates the flowers like I showed you, okay, but it's also food for birds. But they also give other type of food to the green ants. They give some milk to them. That walks with them. And this spider is called the jumping spider, Sophie the spider. Sophie the spider is very clever because Sophie the spider smells like the ants. The ants can't see very nicely, but they're very good with smelling. So Sophie the spider smells like the ant. They don't know it's a spider, but then the spider will go and catch the ant babies for itself to eat on. Okay? Sorry? Tricks them, that's correct. So Sophie the spider, this specific one is a jumping spider, and it lives here with the green ants. So there's a small nest right here, very small young nest. And you saw there were some others that are coming along. So there's one up there. Oh, here's a big one here. Look at this guy here. Look at that big one up here. Right? That's a big one there, and I can see it there. They're getting all angry at me for rustling their nest. But here's another one forming, okay? And that's what there's always quite a few around. But this spider, Sophie the spider, tricks them by smelling like them, okay? Somebody's disturbing their nest. And look how they're moving all along the stem, all along the stem, all along the stem. And then I'm waiting to bite my finger. So if I keep my finger there for long enough, they are going to bite me. But this is a green ant nest. And sometimes you actually have a spider that lives here with them.